right, we're live.
Hello, everyone.
It's live.
Yeah.
All right. The first ever MOSHCAST episode uno. Uno.
Yeah.
Let me get this sound right.
They sound clean as fuck.
It's clean.
Can I say fuck?
Yeah, you can say whatever the fuck you want, dude. You know what I'm saying?
I love this country.
We ain't gonna get canceled.
Nope.
Grim ain't gonna cancel us.
We're promoting him.
We talk way more shit than just fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, positively.
I'm gonna turn myself down a little
Totes
bit.
McScroats.
Anyway, yep. First, this is our podcast, the MOSHCAST, episode 1, the first one. So we're gonna see where it starts. We're gonna see where it goes. We're gonna talk about some crazy shit.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if this one's gonna be the long one. This one's gonna be the setup and what we're gonna be talking about on this podcast. I know we're definitely gonna be talking about music.
Word.
We're gonna be talking about music.
Damn, Skippy.
We're gonna be talking about.
That's my favorite topic.
Music.
Fuck yeah. So what we need to talk about. I think we need to talk about music.
Politics. Sometimes. Not all the time.
I'm not very political.
Fuck
Just throwing that out there.
Honestly, there is some politics that I will get behind and be like, you know what, we need to put our foot down, but politics are getting way out of hand, especially with the cancel culture right now. Yeah. Did you hear about Eminem?
I hadn't. I just played
You were watching that video, right? And
I was watching a video. Lil Windex was doing a parody of Gen Z trying to cancel Eminem.
So what's happening? Like, this is real. So what's happening is TikTok, the Gen Z generation, is canceling, or is trying to cancel Eminem for the song that he did with Rihanna.
Really?
Exactly.
Was it Monster?
Yeah, I think so. He said something about like bear. I can't remember the lyrics, but you know how Eminem is.
Yeah.
He talks about some crazy shit.
Have you heard Criminal?
Yeah. But it's crazy because we talk about Eminem. We're talking about Eminem canceling him, and that's the song that you cancel him by. Let's go back when in the 2000s. Go back in the 90s, whenever he, cleaning out my closet.
I can name 5 songs that are worse than that Rihanna song.
Yeah.
Kill You, Criminal, Under the Influence, Kim, and the big one, Just the Two of Us, which was the one that was like at the time the most controversial song he had made because he was killing his baby mama in it. Or at least him and his daughter was disposing of the body.
Right,
so,
right.
Who did that? That was revolutionary, I think.
So, I mean, are you going to cancel Eminem because of that? I would have. If you for one, you ain't going to cancel Eminem. Eminem's been canceled. He canceled himself a long time ago because he didn't give a fuck about any cancel culture. He didn't give a shit. He was like, you know what? If they're going to cancel me, they're going to cancel me today. That's the first song that he ever created. And then from then on, it was just Slim Shady doesn't give a shit.
Eminem has not released an album that has not gone platinum. And he referenced this in the song Greatest on Kamikaze.
Yeah.
He goes, you set the bar too high when platinum sales are looked at as a failure. I was
exactly.
Like, damn.
Bars. More bars than a gate.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be one of our shirts.
That guy's a lyrical prison.
I will say that we already have a shirt. I want a shirt idea. Grim will hear this. More bars than a gate.
That's dope.
Because, you know what I'm saying? You got bars. More bars than the gate. It's a joke. It's a pun. You're supposed to laugh, LJ.
Wow.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff we're going to talk about. We just got done with politics and music in the same time.
Back when MTV used to do MTV.
Yeah.
Suck it.
And also, I want to say that this probably won't be our forever home.
Right.
I'm not really sure how we're going to do this. But
this is episode 1. We're
this
still
is
learning
episode
it.
1. Where this little setup here I got by myself. LJ supplied the camera, and we kind of just said fuck it. Grim was talking about doing a podcast, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna try, and here we are. We just don't have a for sure home set yet for recording and stuff, so this will be just for now. You might see, we might do it at my house some days, we might do it here some days until we figure out, like, oh, we can actually get a studio or we get a place where we can record kind of professionally. But right now, we're gonna do it here since we record here.
Got to start
Anyway.
somewhere.
In the motherfucking garage.
I learned about like doing shit yourself back in 2004.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what we always talk about, especially how, the past year. A lot of shit has happened in my life, and fuck it, I gotta do a lot of shit by myself, and that's kind of what started everything.
Necessity is the mother of invention.
Yeah, necessity is the mother of inventions. You heard it here first.
Well,
MOSHCAST.
it's an old saying, but I'm saying it.
Oh, he said it. He said
Credit
it
me
now.
with that shit on the bottom of the screen.
It'd be like LJ and then whoever else the fuck said that. But we don't know. This podcast is going to be based on mainly kind of facts. We're not going to be 100% sure unless we look for it. Most of this shit, I'm going to tell you right now, don't come to us for doctor advice. Don't come to us for baby mama advice. Don't come to us about if your dog's sick. Okay? You can come to me about if your spider's sick, but
so medical and marital advice is off topic or off the table.
Don't come to us. And if we talk about that stuff, we're probably going to be wrong. Probably going to be wrong.
I'm still learning.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that is medically wrong with me that I'm kind of maybe sure about. I'm not 100% sure that what's wrong with me all the time.
And I am not a doctor, but I play one on TV.
LJ looks like a doctor.
Totally. I mean,
Doctor who the fuck?
Exactly. Who the fuck?
Doctor who the fuck?
If you're not going to respect me, then get out of my van.
Get the fuck
out
out of his van. He's parked on every corner, every hour.
It's the one that says amateur gynecologist on it.
Oh, shit. Getting it done.
I'm sorry.
Getting it done. He's like, my name's Doctor Who the fuck, and I'm gonna fuck, you know who it is. Anyway, but yeah, we're gonna try to get some merch out. Grim, if you hear this, you already know. I think MOSHCAST and More Bars Than a Gate, because that's what we're gonna use a lot of the times. I tried to look up stuff for music. I need to get better at looking up things. I did find some shit that was kind of like eyebrow raising. NF's new song.
I love NF. I haven't heard his new stuff though.
You haven't heard his new song, Clouds?
No. The last one I heard, I think, was Therapy Session.
Bro, get up with it.
Word.
Get up with it.
Word honky.
NF is fucking More Bars Than a Gate.
That guy's lyrics, he's up there with his like metaphors and stuff. I love it.
He did that song. So like I haven't heard a lot about it, and I haven't heard a lot of reviews about it, but I do know that when I listen to it, it always hit. NF songs always hit a certain way, and he's doing a lot more like bangers.
Yeah.
But that song was like, damn.
There's another rapper you got to check out called Whit Lowry.
Whit Lowry?
Yeah, he's this white dude that has like he has some pretty good lyrics too.
Okay.
Whit Lowry. He like hits from the heart. He has experiences too, and he's
no
pretty
shit.
dope. Yeah. He also raps about like how come I got bars and I'm still living at like the poverty line, and these other rappers are not doing anything, and they're up here. Like,
Right. Let me move this real quick.
And it is kind of weird if you look at like mumble rap and stuff, like how that blew up.
Bro,
SoundCloud rap and all that.
No, this is my thing. If you're a mumble rapper, more power to you, because I'm getting to the point where it's music. Somebody will hear it.
Somebody's gonna like it.
I'm in the line of I listened to metal music as a kid, and some of that shit nobody understood. And then you go into like a genre like mumble rap, and nobody understands, and you're like, well, somebody obviously does, right? Obviously. But then there's those kids that are like, I just like it because of the beat, I like it because of how he flows and stuff, whatever. And I listened to a few people. I wouldn't put them in the genre of mumble rap, but I would put them in the genre of the time that came as with mumble rap.
Have you ever heard of a rapper named Bones?
Bones, yeah, Bones.
I was introduced to him, well, not in person, but like on his music from a friend.
Right.
And I didn't get it at first. And then I watched him perform, and I was like, I like his image, like what he does on stage. That's kind of cool. That's different.
Right. And that's exactly what I was saying. Bones, Suicide Boys, Fat Nick, that crew came probably at, I wouldn't say the worst time because they are blowing up, but they probably came at the weirdest time because they came when mumble rap came. And yes, there are times in their songs where it's kind of non-understandable,
Indiscernible.
yeah, indiscernible. But I like their music. Now there's a lot of, like I said, mumble rappers that I will not get behind because I just do not understand what they're saying.
Same.
Now, not saying not fucking turning down their clout and shit. You know, do whatever works for you.
If it's
fine.
making you money, then
Yeah.
go
If
ahead.
it's making money, fuck it, right? But I probably won't listen to you. And there's a lot of, you know what's crazy, on Instagram, I follow a lot of rap groups that talk about rap, right?
Yeah.
And there are some names, bro. There's some
Shit.
names that I'm like, who is this guy? Who is this? And then I'll look, and I'm like,
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
oh, Tekashi. You know, that guy. That guy.
This asshole.
That fucker. You motherfuckers. Dude, Tekashi 6ix9ine, I'm on the line with that dude, right?
Mhm.
Solely on the fact that his
Didn't he molest somebody?
mm,
Not to derail your train of
Yeah.
thought, but
yeah, that's a whole story. That's a
Yeah.
whole. So he's done some shit, right? But to have an image, we're gonna have this line right here, right? To have an image portrayed as this, right?
right.
And then him getting in trouble for it, and he's like, "You going down for 42 years for this shit." He portrayed this image, right?
I follow.
He wasn't like, "Oh, I'm doing this," right?
Right.
But they're showing me this. They're doing this to me. They're forcing me. Nah, bro. Nah, you put your shit in here. You put your bank in this shit, right?
yeah, that was how he wanted it to
Yeah,
be.
he went to fucking prison, and he was gonna go for 42 years and snitched, right?
Yep.
Now, hold on, before everybody fucking hates on me. I'm not saying that Tekashi shouldn't have snitched to get less time. But I will say he should have got a little more time, and then he should have said, "You know what? I fucked up right here. I don't want those consequences again. I'm going to come over here. I'm done looking the way I do. I'm done being the way I be." And I've seen some interviews with him now, and he talks some sense. So maybe he's getting up there. But I will say, at the beginning of all this,
Yeah.
he wasn't a good guy, and he tried to portray himself that he was. And I'm like, dude, you sat here, you made your bed, dog. You fucking lay in it. You built your bars here. Make the gate.
For me, like, when I first saw Tekashi, I know they say don't judge a book by its cover, but I had a set opinion of him when I first saw him, and then to turn out that it was worse. He was worse than what I thought.
Right.
And I was like, okay, I can't get behind anything this dude says.
Yeah.
And then whenever he came out and he did that one song, I think it was Goomba or something like that.
Yeah, Gummo.
Gummo. And I was like, this is not hit. And it like got millions of
Yeah,
views.
billions.
Yeah, within
I can
hours.
show you right now. Let's see.
Yeah,
Let's go
look
to
it up.
YouTube right now.
It's just absurd. Like I guess either everyone was curious or everyone likes him still. I
Let's
don't
see.
know. It could have just been curiosity because I'm going to admit I checked it out too just to see what it was. I was like, billions of views? What am I doing wrong?
How much do you think it is right now?
I'm going to say it's 2 billion.
2 billion.
2
A
billion.
little less than that.
Okay, half a billion. 500 million.
500 million.
500
Okay, that's
million.
close. Okay. Tekashi 6ix9ine Gummo, the official music video on YouTube, has 383 million views.
Wow.
And then all the ones like the lyric videos have like 6.4 million. You know, all that shit.
I
Right.
gave him too much credit.
Too much credit. I mean, that's a
Too
good.
much
That's
credit.
one of the better. I mean, when it came up and blew up, I listened to it and I was like, you know what, this kind of goes hard. But it's the way he does his flows. It's not how he flows. Like his lyrics, trash. But the way he flows them, not trash. And the way his beat on it, not trash. Right. I feel like when people are like, don't judge a book by its cover, is because Tekashi 6ix9ine came in with crazy hair. He was wild. He's a wild card. And everybody's like, this guy, the fuck? Because where is he from? Do you know?
I don't know. I knew, but then I didn't care.
Let's see.
Because I
Because
checked him out on
when he
Wikipedia.
came in, he was fucking wild, right? He was just all colored hair, and I wish
There's a lot of them that did crazy shit. I think it was Lil Uzi Vert that whenever he got a shitload of cash, he went and bought like a super fancy car and just trashed it because he could.
Right.
And I was like, fuck you.
Let's see.
I was so mad. I was like, oh, you asshole.
He's from New York. He's
New
from
York?
He's in fucking New York.
Oh my God.
He's a year younger than me, bro. He's
Hey.
24 years old.
Shit.
I'm 25. Where the fuck have I been? Jesus Christ.
I've been at this since I was like 17, man.
Bro.
Or 16.
Okay, so he's from New York. Okay, he has colored hair. Okay,
15.
he's a thug. He's a gangster from New York, right? And people are like, "Who the fuck is this guy? He's weird. He looks like a Skittles package, right?" And then
A graffitied one.
yeah, whenever he came out, then they're like, "Oh shit, he's got bars," right? Just that, don't judge a book by its cover means. I feel like, well, honestly, don't judge a book by its cover all the way up until he is a freed man. Because he was like, I'm a thug, I'm a gangster, I'm a fucking gang member, right? And then he goes to prison, he's like, I didn't do it, Your Honor.
Like, I
They
sing,
did.
give me a mic.
They did. He did. She did. We all did. He was fucking Oprah. He was like, you're going to jail, you going to jail, you going to jail, right? And then whenever he got out of prison...
I said the memes, man. I saw the memes.
Yeah, when he got out of prison, Tekashi was like, don't judge a book by its cover because you can get something like me. And then he drops the mic and everybody was like,
they're like,
point.
pick that shit back up.
You got a point. You got a point. I'll rather die for you. No, not me. Enough. I'll rather die for him.
Like, judge a book by its cover goes with us, too. I mean, like, people would look at you and not assume that you rap. I didn't.
I look like I'm a country boy.
Then I found out that you had bars, and I was like, no fucking way.
I got more bars than the gates. I got more bars than the gates. What are you talking about, eh? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's true. That's true. There's a lot of people out there that I'm like, I hear them, and I'm like, you got bars, bro. Don't even look like they know. Yeah. Don't even know. Don't even look like they rap. Don't even know. Don't even look like they do country. We're not like, you know, placing everybody in rap or whatever, but like there are some people out here that have a voice for country that don't even look like they should sing country. I got something on my...
Look at Kane Brown. That dude don't look like he does country.
Right.
But he's good at it.
Right, he's good.
Yeah.
He's good at it. So like I guess Tekashi rose the stakes on don't judge a book by its cover because he literally fucked his life up. And then he was like, I'm a good guy. I'm a guy that's good.
Is he a role model, though? I don't think that's relevant, but I would probably also say no in the same breath, which I just did.
No, definitely not. Now, I will say this.
Word.
Okay, so I'm playing devil's advocate. Okay, role models: Tekashi, Insane Clown Posse. Which one?
I think I would rather be Insane Clown Posse.
They're your role model?
Yeah. Think of it. Hang on, wait. Let me explain why.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
All right.
These guys could not get anybody to like their music.
Okay. Yes.
But they put it everywhere, so people were curious. They put flyers out.
Right.
They pressed up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tapes.
Okay, so you're talking about ICP's come up.
I'm saying they actually
role
tried.
model-ish. Role model-y.
I'm saying that they were like, we want to get famous. We want
right.
our name in your head. So they tried. Tekashi kind of just walked into a good situation, I think.
Yeah, you're right. ICP did have a role model-y come up and be like, you try your hardest, you do your hardest, and then you got it, right? Now, but
times are different back then, though.
Okay, so check this out.
Right.
Let me also play devil's advocate here and be like, if Tekashi had the same come up as ICP, would you say that to him anyway?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I would have a little bit more respect for him, though, because back then it was a lot harder to get heard.
Right.
And a lot harder to, to produce your stuff.
And
right. Turn heads.
Yeah, I mean, now let's go into music, right? So
Triple Jeopardy.
Tekashi 6ix9ine, not a role model because of his music, right? ICP.
I can't understand him anyway.
Yeah. ICP
is not necessarily a role model, but I mean, hear me out on this part. How many rappers do you know, especially white rappers,
right,
that talk about killing racist rednecks, pedophiles,
okay,
and police?
Yeah, and police. Okay, yes, that's true. But if you were to come to me when I was a 12-year-old child in my parents' house, and they listened to my soundtrack on my phone, and it was all ICP, they would put me in a home because they would think I was crazy.
Oh, and you can understand them too.
You can understand them.
Instead
That's the
how about
scary.
that?
That's the weird part because you can understand them, and they're saying what they say. Now, let's put these two right. Are we really trying to cancel Eminem? When ICP was right there, was right next to Eminem.
They did have some pretty bad shit. I mean, they had a song called Black in Your Eyes on their first album, which was, as they put it, just beating bitches up.
Bro,
and I was like, whoa.
So this cancel culture, I feel like, is going towards the canceling the big guys. I don't know who it was. I will bring it up next week. I promise you, you're going to want to hear or to know this song. Me, and I can't remember who, was in my car. Mm-hmm. And we were listening to music, just random music on Spotify or whatever. This song comes up. I shit you not. This is a lyric. I will find the song. I will tell you what the song is and who it was made by. But the lyric was, I come blood.
Oh, I know who that is.
Who?
Cannibal Corpse.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
But I thought it was a rapper.
I don't know. Is there a rapper that sings that?
There's a rapper that sings.
Because Cannibal Corpse has a song called I Come Blood. And
maybe it was inspiration. Maybe it was an inspirated song.
It could have been. Excuse me.
Because it does. I swear it says I come blood.
I have to look that up.
I'm going to look it up.
Cannibal Corpse definitely has a song on their... What the fuck is that album? It's the one that has Hammer Smash Face. They have a song called I Come Blood. I can't remember the name of the album, but it'll come to me at a random time.
When did we start this podcast? Right now? Do you want time?
I fucking haven't kept track.
I haven't kept track either.
Might have to check the camera.
The
camera.
We'll do it in post. We'll fix it in post. Yeah. But I don't know. That you know how we just can't come in. We just came into those. How easy that is.
Yeah.
I think if we come into a podcast and think of things to talk about off the whim, like that, I think it would be a lot easier to do the hours and stuff.
Right.
If that's what y'all want to hear, when we get up in the views and stuff, just let us know.
Word. Can I say something?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. About the Eminem getting canceled thing.
Right.
These kids may be able to accomplish it. I doubt it. But he's already made his money. He's already made his
money. He's already like, I don't. The thing is with Eminem is I think that's going to be a hard person to cancel.
Yeah.
Because he's been
Look at whenever he
I don't not like Eminem. But I'm not one of his number one fans, right?
Right.
And I do like his songs and I like his lyrics and I think they're clever, right? But I feel like his prime is already finished.
He's just dropping good stuff now. He's
just doing music, right? He's already been in the spotlight of like the most shittiest person. Like I feel because he's done some shitty stuff back in the past.
Oh yeah.
And everybody knows. He had a song with he talked about Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
He's done enough. He's done some shit, right?
Right.
So I feel like it's going to be tough for him to get canceled because he's already been through the ringer.
Right.
As in like you could, and that's the thing. I think Eminem would be like, you could cancel me, but I don't give a fuck.
He doesn't.
He doesn't give a shit. He's still going to do his music. He's still going to do his thing. And then what are you going to do?
He's got too many fans anyway. Even whenever he went on that BET freestyle, where he dissed Donald Trump and drew a line in the sand, divided his fan base in half.
Right.
He mentioned in the Chloroseptic remix that he's all like, then I took a stand with a tan face, cut my fan base in half, and still outsold you. And I was like, fuck, damn, he's right.
more bars in the gate. I will say this though, if you are going to get canceled, it's I feel pedophilia, rape.
Definitely.
Okay, rape, pedophilia, rape, race. If you're being racist, canceled. So if you're a pedophile and you like kids, canceled. If you're raping people, canceled. You should get fucking lifetime in prison.
Oh yeah.
And if you're being racist as fuck, canceled. Right? I feel like even if you murder somebody, there's still gonna be people there for you.
Yeah,
and
I've seen it.
I've seen it before.
He had fans. Ted Bundy had fans.
Simpson. Now, will I say that he did it?
OJ did
Look,
it.
If the glove don't fit, acquit. Okay, I'm gonna say it here. Okay, but if he did, He's still got fans. All I'm saying.
What I'm wondering, okay, speaking of OJ,
Okay, let's go.
someone had mentioned, I've seen this in interviews and stuff, where they had a vial of DNA or some shit, maybe it was blood, and they couldn't test it because it had been improperly sealed and dated, and
Yes.
so they weren't able to test it. I'm wondering if they ever did test it. That'd be kind of funny if it was his, and they were just like, "Well, it's irrelevant now because it's old." Like,
Yeah, it's old. It's irrelevant. Honestly, if
like,
the government's
damn.
listening, it's irrelevant. We shouldn't look into it. Fuck y'all. Okay, that's all I'm saying. It's too irrelevant. We don't need to. Okay, now let's go. We're gonna keep on going to this whole
It's
cancel
exciting.
culture
I like
thing.
this.
You know what? Also, I heard Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss is getting canceled
Why?
because some of his books.
He got bars.
He got bars. He got more bars than the gate. Dr. Seuss should be on. What is that?
Word, man.
Freshman year. What is that called?
I don't fucking know what you're talking about.
Is it the freshman?
Bottles of
He
He was on there though.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. He should have been.
He was.
Dr. Seuss got more bars than the gate, but okay, as outdated as Dr. Seuss is, because Dr. Seuss don't make no books no more, right?
Yeah, he's deader and shit.
Dead. D-E-D.
Dead.
Dead. Do you think that some of those books that are outdated in our society should be off the bookshelves?
Well, tell me what's wrong with them. Or Seuss.
I don't know exactly, but I'll look it up. Let's look it up.
I haven't heard about this.
Dr. Seuss cancel
It
culture.
seems like an irrelevant thing to cancel. I mean, unless he had like
Dr. Seuss cancel culture. Let's see. Let's look it up.
unless he had like a super racist book out, which I don't.
Dr.
think he did.
Seuss cancel culture backlash is a distraction. Oh, that's a
Opinion.
those are conspiracies.
Oh, we should go to Snopes. They know their shit.
Racist imageries in Dr. Seuss books.
What?
And people are furious. They're mad. Okay, first off, Dr. Seuss, Mr. Potato Head. We'll get to Mr. Potato Head first, or second. I don't know if you know about Mr. Potato Head.
I've heard mumblings, but I don't know the details. Yertle the Turtle was about Hitler rising and falling. Do you know that?
Yertle the Turtle?
Yertle the Turtle. It was about him standing on the backs of other turtles to be as high as he wanted, and then they all came crashing down. Hitler.
6 Dr. Seuss books won't be published anymore because they portray people in hurtful and wrong ways. Now, do I know what that means? You can look at the books. Quote, and to think I saw it on Mulberry Street. That's one of them that's going to get canceled. Quotations, if I ran in the zoo, in quotations. Quotations, McElgott's Pool, On Beyond Zebra, Scrambled Eggs Super, or is that supper? They mean super or supper?
Super.
The Cat's Quizzer. Those are the books that are going to get canceled. Let's see.
I don't
what
know
this
anything
one,
about those books, so I guess I'd be cool with it.
No, I don't want that. If I ran in the zoo, the statement in Dr. Seuss Enterprises said it made the decision after consulting educators and reviewing its catalog. Seizing sales on these books is only part of our commitment and our broader plan to ensure Dr. Seuss Enterprises catalog represents and supports all communities and families, it says. It doesn't say,
Maybe I should read them before I say it's irrelevant, because
Right,
it might
right.
be. I mean, I think inclusion is one of those things that...
All right, Cat Quizzer. Ready for Cat Quizzer? The Japanese character is referred to as a Japanese, as a bright yellow face, and is standing on what appears to be Mount Fuji.
Is it described as such?
He's described as Japanese in the book, apparently. He's described as he is Japanese, and he is yellow-faced. And he's standing on what appears to be Mount Fuji. Now, would that be a little too outdated for our cult society right now?
I'd say it would be.
Now, I will say Dr. Seuss shouldn't be all the way canceled, but there are probably some books out there that have a little bit too much in it for our generation. This is the thing with me, and this is what bothers me a lot about a lot of people, is that yes, there are some things that are there to educate us in our past And as we grow up, we understand those things, right?
Right.
But we're forever changing. This is a word that is forever changing. And if people feel like that this is evidence to cancel this book or whatever, or it's outdated and it needs to be rewritten or whatever, I honestly feel like it should be. Because we're not living in the 50s anymore. We're not living in the 50s. We're living in 2021. And yes, people do get offended a little bit too much for my liking. But at the same time, what is it going to hurt to reference something else other than race? Reference something else other than where somebody lived? You know, their what am I trying to say?
Like positive stereotypes.
Yeah, positive stereotypes.
As opposed to negative ones.
Poverty lines, you know, stuff like that. We shouldn't put all of this on the table and be like, this shouldn't be canceled, because it should. People are human beings. We live with all these people in this world. We are here. We shouldn't be like, you know what, the Cat Quizzer's book shouldn't be canceled because who gives a shit about Japanese people? You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be like that.
There was a bunch of stuff that was made during World War II that was super racist towards Japanese people.
Right.
Because, I mean, you're killing people. Right. So it was one of those things where they were trying to raise the morale of the troops, which is fucked up. One in particular I know for a fact, besides the Looney Tunes stuff, there was a Batman serial that ran in 1942.
Really?
Yes. And they have an American actor playing the Japanese villain.
Okay.
And he's specifically Japanese.
Right.
He's a very cunning villain, pretty good villain, very nice, very good actor, I should say. But yes, they do refer to his skin color as yellow, and they do have the makeup on him to make his eyes look more exaggerated.
Right.
And I was like, this is a little too much.
It's a little too much
by today's sensibility.
Because when was that aired though?
That was in 1942.
1942. Are we living in 1942 still? No,
nope.
We're not. Okay. That goes. We can talk about some more of that stuff later. We don't have to be this whole podcast of racist or whatever. But
I'm not the most PC person, but even I thought that was a little much for today.
Right. All I'm saying is we're living in 2021. We should stop getting upset because children books are being a little too racy, and you think it's okay. I'm sorry, it's not. We're in 2021. You need to get off of your fucking racehorse or whatever the fuck you're on, and stop being fucking bigoted and ignorant. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, let's go to this potato head thing, dude.
So, pray tell, cousin.
Okay, so they're getting upset. There's people that are upset because they're gonna cancel, not Potato Head, not Mr. Potato Head, the Mr. in Potato Head, because potatoes don't have genders. And people are really mad about it.
Do they know that you can interchange the parts from Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head to
the same fucking potato?
Here's a question.
I just learned that. LJ, you heard that from LJ.
Here's
right
what
now.
You can do, folks. They can also do this maybe one day where they have one kit with one potato in it and the parts to Mr. and Mrs. Of course, that
interchange them and tell me if that's still a Mr. Potato Head. You dumb doof. You fucking dunce.
I don't think people think about this. Like,
nobody thinks about this. LJ, you blew my fucking mind.
But I mean, I'm just saying, like,
get a Mrs. and a Mr. Potato Head. Get the Mrs. eyes and ears and makeup and all that shit, and take Mr.'s eyes and ears and whatever the fuck he has, and interchange the bodies. You're still gonna have a fucking potato with a face on it.
It's a potato.
It's a fucking potato. Nobody gives a shit anymore if it is a Mr. or a Mrs. And if you're upset by that, you live on fucking Mars. But this is the thing, LJ. This is what...
What's your opinion on that?
Opinion on the Mr. Potato Head. Right. I am okay with calling it Potato Head.
Yeah,
I'm okay with fair. I'm okay with not a Mrs. and not a Mr. because it doesn't give a shit. My daughter is not going to be like, I want a Mr. Potato Head. I'm okay with her just saying I want a potato head, and we can get her both.
I've never called it Mr. or Mrs. Potato Head. I always just refer to it as potato head.
It's a potato head. It's a potato. And science, potatoes, aren't they
multi-gendered?
They're multi-gendered. In science, this is
science, bitches.
They can make their own flowers. They can have sex with each other, even if they're male or female, and they can make their own pollen.
Also, they're poisonous if exposed to sun while they're growing.
Poisonous. So if you're offended by taking off the Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, I hope you eat a poisonous potato, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
Eat a potato.
That's all I'm saying, right? These people that are getting upset about these things, the cancel culture, it's not the younger generation saying that this is wrong. It is the people that are offended about changing it. It's the older generation. It's the people that lived in the 50s are like, this is fucking ridiculous. Where's my smokes? And I'd smoke 3 packs a day. I should be offended because your daughter and your son sat in your fucking hot ass car getting in your chain smoking. That should be canceled. That's a cancel.
That's a child endangerment.
You should be canceled. Not because we're changing the name off of Mr. Potato Head as a Potato Head, or taking books off of Dr. Seuss because they're kind of racy. Yes, it's time for change.
When it comes to race and gender and stuff like that, I walk on eggshells around it with people because there's a lot of people that I work with that, like, I work with this one guy. He's he's gender fluid.
Right, he's non-binary.
Yeah, they are gender fluid, I should say. Sorry.
Oh yeah, they are
so
non-binary.
Anyway, so he says like the Chick-fil-A thing where, you know, they refuse to serve homosexuals or whatever didn't bother him because he was like, hey, you know, we don't give a shit.
Right.
But then, you know, later on in the conversation, something else that had to do with it was J.K. Rowling being transphobic. That really bothered him.
That really bothered him.
And I was like, I haven't really watched Harry Potter. I don't have an opinion, but that's not cool.
Right.
You know?
I think
get behind that.
I think it's because, I mean, you can pick and choose on what offends you, right?
Right.
But
you can choose your battles.
In his shoes, if I was him, in my opinion, if I was offended by J.K. Rowling, it was because you can't find anybody that writes like J.K. Rowling. But if you don't, and I'm not offended by KFC or Chick-fil-A, is because I can find a fucking chicken sandwich somewhere else.
Bazinga.
You know what I'm saying? J.K. Rowling should be is canceled, and should be because he is transphobic, right? She's transphobic.
She's paid also, so she's good. She can be canceled.
I mean, yeah, because nobody writes like her. It's hard to find. It's hard to find authors and artists. Authors and artists are the same thing, right? Whenever somebody says I'm transphobic and you've been reading their books for fucking way too long, then you get hurt. You're like, that's a show. Like the Cards. What's the House of Cards? I watched that show. I watched it. I loved it. It was a good show. And then when I found out that the actor that was in it was a pedophile, stopped watching it. And I was really hurt because I liked that show. And I'm not saying that, if you do whatever you want, like it and shit. Morals.
Right.
It's principle. It's a principle. When somebody does something bad, there's consequences, and you do that. See, you're not offended by Chick-fil-A, go somewhere else. They don't have your money. That hurts them. Sorry, it does. 365 days a year, and you're eating at a chicken joint, and you're not going to a Chick-fil-A, they're not getting your money. They're not getting what you have. J.K. Rowling.
That's a boycott, hell yeah.
Yeah, J.K. Rowling says that she's transphobic. The people that have read her books no longer will read them, and I know that for a fact, and that is a consequence to what you say.
Right.
Whether or not
sucks is, she already has your money, but the thing is, if she puts out anything new, you could just not buy it.
Whether or not you agree with her or not, whether or not you think that it was right for her to say what she did, or say what she said, right? If she said it, everything beyond that, whenever you're at high power, everything you say matters. Everything. Yes, those people bought those books and everything, but I bet you 10 to 1 the people that were really hurt by it and offended by it, and they threw them away. Those books are not in their house. They will not buy any more books from her.
Right.
And that's the message. It's not the message of fuck you. You're not going to get no more money from me. I want you to hurt. There's two different types of hurt. Like Chick-fil-A and JK. Chick-fil-A still running. You're not gonna use your money for that place. They're hurting because your books are not going there. Right. J.K. Rowling already got your money, right?
To just destroy
her heart, her soul is hurting because people that were inspired by her look at her and turn their head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they look at her differently.
Two different pains. Right. Anyway, I think we are done. I think this is about an hour.
Okay, cool.
I think the way because I looked at the clock and it was like 5:33. And we started a little bit above there, so I'm pretty sure 5:20 was about the time. So this is our first episode of MOSHCAST, and we'll probably get a title sequence. We'll get some songs on here. So check this out. A little plug here. Look up our website. You probably found us on our website. If you didn't, we're going to be on YouTube. I know that for sure. If you're on YouTube, look up our website. It's undeniablemisfortune.com. You can get all of our merch. You can get all of our music. Our podcast will be on here. Anything else, art. Well, we're going to have some cool shit. We got some ideas going our way. We got some ideas we're going to be shooting out. It's going to be cool. But that's where we're at. We're at undeniablemisfortune.com. Our podcast is called MOSHCAST. I don't know how long we're going to do this. I think this is going to be a forever thing. I don't know.
I'm down with that.
This is just kind of like up in the wind. We decided to do it. This is our first episode. I think it went out great. We can work on some stuff. I'm pretty sure my voice is fucking loud. But, you know, it's whatever. But that's it. So plug your shit.
All right. So I got an album out right now. It's a rock album, though.
Rock album.
It is called Dreamcatcher by my band, quote-unquote, KBX. It's a one-man effort. I play all the instruments, I do the vocals, all that. Right now, I've got physical copies. The album is free on YouTube, but it's in shit quality. So if you want some high-definition stuff...
If you want the high-def, you get the CD.
And the CD is super high fidelity. Look at that.
Dope as
Simple,
shit.
but effective.
And that's cool because LJ does rock music, he does rap music, he does anything that involves music. He helps me a lot. I don't have hard copy CDs, but since he got that press for that KBX, I think I'm gonna start doing it and just shooting them out in public in our area and stuff. But
yeah, we can make that happen.
So that's LJ. You want to plug your socials or no?
That's all I got, man. Well, actually, my YouTube channel. KBX Band, KBX space BAND. Look that up. I do all sorts of rock stuff on there. And then the LJ Ruiz channel on YouTube. It's got video game stuff. I rap on there. There's some music videos. Go check it out.
Yeah, he does a lot of video games really cool, as you can tell in the background, too.
They even made a cartoon on there.
A lot of cool shit that he does. My name's Braxton, a.k.a. Almighty Psy. You can find me on Facebook as Braxton Upton. You can find me on Instagram as Braxton Upton. You can find me on our website as Almighty Psy. I have albums up there. We have our Halloween EP that we're going to do every year. We have my album Dear Anxiety. But check it out. We got Carol the Chosen and we got Grim D. All amazing artists. But look us up on there, and then we're going to make a YouTube channel probably, but this podcast will be on the website, but we are going to make this into a YouTube channel, so just look out for that too as well. So.
And also just throwing this out there in case people don't know, his name is spelled S.I.G.H. S-I-G-H.
Oh, yeah.
So you know.
Sorry. Psy is S-I-G-H.
Right.
Because it is abbreviated. But that's it for today, and we'll see you on the next one. Adieu.
See ya.